Remember that mad rush to get a deal done to raise the debt ceiling, avoid a default, the end of the financial world as we knew it at the time? I was there in Washington for that, and it was so hot, and everyone was in such a sour mood, including me. Anyway, Senator Orrin Hatch investigating whether maybe things were hyped up a little bit, and the Treasury Department's constant claims of impending doom maybe weren't entirely legit. The Utah Republican accusing officials of withholding some information, including the possibility that not necessarily much ado about nothing, but overstating something. Senator, what do you want to hear out of Treasury? What are you looking for?
Well, remember back on May 2nd, the early part of May, the Secretary Geithner said that we run out of money on August 2nd. So I sent a letter to him and to the Financial Stability Oversight Council and ask just what are the facts here? How much money will we have? I knew there was at least $80 billion in mortgage monies that they could have sold and acquired, and I just wanted to know if that really was that bad, because they were scaring our soldiers overseas that they weren't going to be paid, our senior citizens, and I just wanted to make sure we could button that down. Now, I'd asked for a variety of other things too, but we never got any answers, and yet I later found out that Secretary Geithner was talking to his Wall Street friends and letting them know that it wasn't as bad as they were indicating to the public at large. And so
in other words, they were telling the financial community, look, we're just trying to push a deal to get it done. We're going to scare some folks, but we just want you to know that we've got your back. We've got this, organized. We're giving one date, but it doesn't mean it's a drop-dead date. Now, that other administrations have done, we push this limit, but I guess what makes this different is they were doing it more aggressively?
Well, I'm ranking on the Finance Committee. Naturally, I was concerned about, is it really true that we're going to run out of money on August 2nd? And I think we deserve to know more than anybody, since this is where the money comes from.
Senator, what if they really didn't know? I was down there with you, and outside of guys like you who know this inside and out, a lot of your colleagues, sir, on the left and the right, had no idea. Well, I think the way we're going, we'll run out of money at this date. But, then again, if we rob Peter to pay Paul, we'll linger on a few more days, maybe weeks. I don't think a lot of people even knew.
Well, my point is not that my point is that we didn't know.
Yeah.
They did know. They knew what they were doing, and he was giving that information to the people on Wall Street, but wouldn't give it to the folks up here who make the difference.
So you're saying they lied?
When we ask a question like that.
You're saying they lied?
No, I'm not saying that, but I am saying that they should have immediately given us the real facts, and I think they just wanted to keep scaring the public and senior citizens in particular, and of course, even our soldiers overseas, that they weren't going to be paid. And frankly, I understand putting pressure on, but you can do that while still telling those of us up here who actually run the committees that really count what the real facts really are.
Well, but you guys knew, right,
serious.
Senator? You guys knew when the president said we can't risk default. You knew that just hitting that deadline and didn't mean you defaulted. It means you just reprioritized, but you didn't automatically default. But very few Republicans, maybe you did, Senator, but called the president on that didn't distinguish between running out of money at a deadline and defaulting. Two very big differences.
Well, that's right. All I've done is, we call that Financial Stability Oversight Council, FSOC. The chair of that FSOC is, of course, Secretary Geithner and basically the heads of other agencies, and they just didn't cooperate in giving us the information that we deserve to have. So I've asked for a complete review of this by the GAO and, of course, the independent people down at Treasury to really look into this. And let's not have things like this happen in the future, because I don't want to scare America. I want America to have the facts. And if the facts are August 2nd, that's fine with me, but we ought to at least have the facts, and especially those of us who are tasked with trying to resolve these problems up here, and of course, as ranking on the Senate Finance Committee, the most powerful committee in the whole Congress that really had the jurisdiction in this area, and naturally I was interested in it, and we didn't get the answers we really needed to get.
All right. Thank you, Senator.
I want to know why.
All right. Understood. Thank you. Good seeing you.
Good to see you.
We did reach out to Treasury, I guess, to no avail.